sacred days you gave me.
When he met Hewitt, the feeling was that Roger Federer was beginning to become something extra special. We weren't sure at that stage how special. And then he came up against Hewitt in the final, and he just demolished him.
Everyone was really looking forward to that 2004 men's final. You had Lleyton Hewitt, former world number one, the champion in 2001, against Roger Federer, the new number one, the man who'd already won the Australian Open and Wimbledon, yet to lose a Grand Slam final, bidding to be the first man since Mats Wilander in '88 to win 3 of the 4 majors in the 1 year.
Hewitt, who just a few years earlier on had been the number one player in the world, and he was beating Federer regularly, and he seemed to have the edge against Federer. Very tough, ran everything down, and it seemed to be Federer had run him close a lot, but he just couldn't go that extra yard.
Hewitt had been on a wonderful streak through the summer hardcourt season. He'd won 16 straight matches, so everyone thought this is going to be an epic encounter. And yet, incredibly, Federer blew him away in the first set, which lasted, as I recall, about 18 minutes.
Stupendous first set from Roger Federer against a man who hasn't dropped a set all tournament. He's taken them apart in just 18 minutes. First set, 6-love to the world's best.
And when he won the first set, 6-love, and I thought Hewitt played okay, I was thinking, wow, what's anybody got to do to beat him?
The way Federer started the match, that 6-love opening set, I mean, Hewitt was struggling to win any points at all. And it's only because of the tenacity of Lleyton Hewitt that he actually made a match of it in the second set.
And I always, and still do, admire Hewitt, because I know he rubs people up the wrong way with all his come-ons and all those silly things he does on court, but I like to see a little bit of raw emotion because it means so much to him. And then you sort of look down the other end and there's Federer almost going about it as though he hasn't got to put a lot of energy into it. So you got one end is all energy, the other you're just kind of floating about playing these amazing shots.
But Hewitt, being the great fighter that he is, still is, dug deep, got at least back into that second set and forced it into a decent competitive set.
I mean, Hewitt played unbelievably well in that second set, and Federer still took it. Went into a third set. We were now really ready for a great scrap and possibly a magnificent Hewitt comeback, and Federer just whitewashed him. Hewitt hardly won a point in the third set.
I think everybody felt at that moment that unless Hewitt had taken the second set to level at 1 set all, there was only ever going to be one winner. And of course, Federer just steamrolled at him again in the third and won another bagel set.
And I suppose it was that moment that we thought that Federer was very, very special indeed. To come out in the Grand Slam final, his first US Open final, and play that well. I mean, we knew he was a terrific player, but I think it was that year, and in particular that final, that made us think that, hey, this guy just could become the greatest player of all time.
And I think that slowly but surely the seeds of doubt perhaps from Hewitt were starting to be sown in terms of whether or not he could really maintain the mantle of being a world number one and the man to beat. And of course Federer, having won that particular match, then said that his goal for the rest of that year is to end the year at number one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2004 United States Open champion, 3 out of 4 Grand Slam titles, Roger Federer.
Federer's gone that way, Hewitt's gone the other, which is a shame, but you know, you do look back and admire Federer, and secretly, I suppose I'm a bit jealous because he's so good.
The artistry, the class, the style, the easy stroke making of a master at work.